you describe your practice, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself?
So I've been practicing for just over 13 years in Norwalk, Iowa, which is a little town right outside of Des Moines. I grew up in Lamars, Iowa, which is up in northwest Iowa. What was the next question, Drake?
Yeah, no, just a little bit about yourself. I know you're a husband, you're a father as well. So you're a busy guy.
My wife Tiffany, and high school sweethearts.
Awesome.
Man, it'll be 18 years in September. We have 3 girls, 14-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 12-year-old. Yeah, just in the thick of it right now. Just busy. They're busy. We're busy. That's the way we like it, though. So it's life gets thrown at you fast, and there's always a ton of stuff to do, but we're enjoying this part of our lives. We know it goes fast.
Yes, amen. Yeah, my brother's just turned 17, and one's 15, about to turn 16. So I can relate a little bit with the just a busy time for everybody. But I agree, man. It's better to be busy than bored. So so the next question I have for you actually is it's a great segue. So what was not working for you in personally in life as well as in the practice when you came to Gamechanger?
You know, I don't want to, I would call myself gratefully unsatisfied, decent practice business wise, something that, would fed my family and allowed us to do what we wanted to do. I'm sure 95% of chiropractors would have wanted my practice, but I just wasn't completely fulfilled. I was happy, but I knew there was more to it than that. And that kind of brought me to this group from a business standpoint. And I'm involved in another group, a Pinnacle group, which is fantastic too. And they coexist real well together. But when I really started diving into everything, it was, I don't, my oldest is 14. She's going into high school. There's 4 years left with her, and that's going to fly too. So there were some definite holes that I really probably didn't know were there. But when I really started diving into the balance part of what we do, I was like, okay, I need to be better here. I need to fill some gaps. I need to make a point every day, multiple times a day, to just be better there. And that's, my wife and I have a great relationship, ups and downs like every other couple in the world. But this is, like I said, it's really just allowed me to dive into that even more and be more present with her, with my kids. And that's been probably my biggest eye opener, was where I wasn't bad, but I was lacking in some of those areas. So it's nice to recognize them and fix them.
Awesome. Yeah. You kind of actually answered my next question, which is, what has changed or what's been working since joining Gamechanger? And you alluded a little bit to how that looked in the balance portion, being relationships. Is there anything else that you can share along those lines?
Yeah. One thing that in the past I've kind of quasi done it, the being portion, with just the daily journaling and taking the 10-15 minutes in the morning and just meditating, or I'm still learning that. I've got a busy brain, but just kind of sitting in silence and trying to shut your brain down for 10-15 minutes. That's really helped me, and that's something I make sure and I do every day now, for sure, because that just it really helps me start my day. And if I've got a million things to do, it just, okay, let's settle down. It doesn't seem so daunting when I get done with that. So
that's good. Yeah, in Game Changer, we talk a lot about body being balanced in business. Would you say that the way that we have approached those other three areas, the body, the being, the balance, has accelerated and helped the business?
Yeah, without a doubt, 100%. We've hit some, I was kind of business wise, really for the past 5 years. Like I said, it was a good business, but I was kind of stagnant. I mean, I was growing, but it wasn't the growth that I wanted. And the last 2 months, I haven't quite doubled my practice, but I'm nearing that soon. We're really grown and got some tidbits and help from, some other people within this group and with the Pinnacle group, and just really dived into that. And honestly, getting out of my own head and just doing the best I can for the patient. And really, my big thing was, and I've told other people this, is I had a bunch of people who are kind of managing their own case versus me managing the case. And we like to be efficient. We talk about efficiency. We like to be convenient for people. And I was probably a little too convenient for people. So we've dialed some of that in, and it's been great for, first and foremost, it's been great for them. And it's allowed me to cut some hours, which is nice, and really take control of my practice again. And I feel, it's a daily thing. It's work that I got to constantly keep working on, and don't let up, don't fall back into bad habits. And that's where those other areas of the core four have helped me business wise.
Oh, solid. So next question would be, what is your favorite thing about Game Changer? We obviously, we have the tools, we have the trainings, we've got the monthly Brotherhood calls, and then just the general camaraderie. What's your favorite part of Game Changer?
Yeah, the general camaraderie is awesome. That always, gets to my heart. I love the core four because it has created a consistency that I've never had before. Not for, really for 6 months like I've been doing it now. And that's, I have days where, I may not get everything, may fail at a few things, but it's just, all right, tomorrow's a new day, got to get better. I love the event down in Dallas a few months ago. I thought, it was no BS. It was awesome. It was different than I wouldn't even call the seminar, but different from the other stuff that I've been to in the past. I like the intensity of it. I like the accountability aspect of it, because with the other guys in the group, I feel like, not only with my patients, my family, my kids, but I feel like I need to be held accountable to everyone else in the group. I don't want to let them down either. So my biggest thing, and I've repeated this and I journal about it, is I love the consistency that it provides. I love the consumption, and like Buff said, I don't know, about a month ago, is you consume the stuff, but you better apply the stuff too. So consumption without application, kind of worthless. So, well, not worthless, but you need to apply it. So I like that motivating factor of it.
Yeah, I was looking through some notes I had, and you've actually been with us for just over about half of the year. So it's man, you've made some awesome success. I've had some awesome successes just listening to you and all that's come about since being a part of Game Changer. We had you at Game Changer 1248, which was your first event, and then we've got another one coming up in August, which I'm excited to see you again, man. In closing, I actually have one final question. What would you say to someone that's sitting on the fence? Maybe they know a little bit about Game Changer, but have yet taken that leap to join us?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that have been helpful me in practice in 13 years, and this is up there. This is number 1A. Pinnacle's up there too. It provides, kind of the system, how we run a practice, but it's been the number one thing that I've done for myself. And then doing that for myself, it's positively impacted my patients, and most importantly, my family. So, it's a commitment, it's work, but you're going to get better from it. So, and I'm a guy who's probably lacked a little consistency in the past. And this, I'll repeat the word again. It has made me more consistent than I've ever been in practice and ever been in life. You know, like I said, I joined for business, but it's impacted me positively in a positive manner in every aspect of my life. So there's not much to think about. If you're thinking about doing it, just do it. You got to, know if I want to jump in right away, but I knew I needed to make a change. So, and it worked for me.
Brent, man, it was great hopping on this call with you today. Thank you. I'm excited again to see you in August. We actually have an Empire event coming up this next weekend, so looking forward to that. And then obviously the Gamechanger experience in August. We will get together, convene, and talk about all the awesome things that have happened since this call. Any final comments? So, is there anything else that I can do for you while we're here?
No, man. I want to say thank you to you, Drake. I know you do a ton of behind the scenes stuff and probably credit that you get. So we definitely appreciate the stuff you do. And your dad, Buff, I love his style. He's open. He'll tell you the truth. He's not going to fluff anything. And I love that part of him. And he is right where he belongs. And I appreciate you and I appreciate him and everyone else in the group. I just really appreciate you guys a ton. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Yeah. Great getting on the call with you today. Have a good afternoon.
Thanks, Drake.